maybe somebody brings in donuts every Wednesday. You really want that one donut. Go ahead, have that one donut. Have two if then. But don't have too much. Don't make it too extensive. Don't have a full-on meal of it. And then the other thing is you can have another one come Saturday or Sunday, whatever it may be. But that is where it's more sporadic. And it's more on more of a day-to-day basis. That's for people that are just starting off with getting their lifestyle in order. This is for people that are more so already have their lifestyle in check and their diet is actually really clean and they actually need to go ahead and get a surplus of calories in them, a huge amount of fat, a huge amount of sugar. Now your body can go ahead and process it. But here, this is for the people that are just starting off. They get used to having junk food on a daily basis, and now they're getting told, step back away from it for a little bit and go ahead and just calm yourself down. That's where you have the 80-20% rule every single day, rather than doing the 80-20, 100% all throughout the week and then being bad throughout the weekends, or just being really, really well throughout the weekday and have a little bit of a cheat later on that night, okay? So the next thing up, that's it with the nutrition part of it. Does anybody have any questions at all to do with nutrition? All right. So a lot of people think that, with nutrition, overview it as well, is that people think you have to eat at a certain time throughout the day. It's not very true. It doesn't matter when you eat. It doesn't matter if you eat everything at nighttime and go to sleep. It doesn't really matter if you skip breakfast. Don't worry about that. Worry more so about the quality, what it is that you're putting inside the mouth and that your body's digesting and what you're feeding to yourself. That's the most important factor of it all. So just think about that one thing. What is it that I'm putting into my body? Is it going to harm me or is it going to make me better? Because there's no food, not one single food out there that does nothing to your body. Food will either harm you or it'll make you better. Which one are you going to choose? I hope the answer is to make it better. Food is a great medicine and let it be as such. All right, so next up is physical activity. I feel like the limiting factor, because we all exercise, the limiting factor, especially in Hollywood, there's a lot of people that exercise. Like we just saw a group of runners that just ran by. They're all excited, all cheered up, and all pumped up to run. I hate running. I'm never going to be pepped up and all happy to run. I might do it for that first half mile, but then I'm like, man, why am I doing this? This is so boring and repetitive. I don't want to do this anymore. The limiting factor, I feel like, from exercise are simply excuses. And excuses always come from within. They come from us. And they're just a way to make yourself feel better about not exercising. At the end of the day, that's all it really is. I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of times when I wake up and I don't want to exercise. I have my coach Liz, and she coaches me earlier in the mornings, and there's a lot of times I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this, and I'm tired, I'm sore, I only got 5 hours of sleep last night, I had to work a lot the day before. She's like, I don't care, you got to do it. And it's true, it's something that needs to be done. It's something that I put out there, and I need to do it. But there's very, very little and few people that really love to get up and enjoy exercising. But you know what? It's a part of daily life. And one thing that I want to go ahead and break away from is there's 2 terms out there. One of them is kind of scary. It's called exercise. It has X in it. X usually has pretty scary things like execution. Alright? Versus the other term. This one's a little bit better. It's called physical activity. Alright? Exercise. When most people think of exercise, they think of the gym. They think of the treadmill. Alright? They think of step aerobics. Something very, very boring. Or even weightlifting. Alright? Now all these things here, these are exercise. And exercise is simply something that you do repeatedly until you get better at it. The other thing on the other side of the scale is physical activity. Walking. Alright? This may be while talking on the phone or walking your dog. Simple as that. And if you don't have a dog, that could be one of the best personal trainers you have. Not a really little, small dog that you can step on if you wake up in the middle of the night, but like a medium-sized dog that will actually kind of give you a tug as you're walking him around, right? Actually run with him. That's gonna be the best coach. You're gonna look at the door that like, how'd you run me? Come on, like let's go, let's get outside. Get that dog to be fit. And if you notice the dog getting bigger, well, then you know you got a little bit of a problem. All right? The next thing up is just sports. Very simple. We've all had athletics, and if you haven't had athletics, then you know you grew up in my generation. We had video games to play with. You know, I know before my time there wasn't many video games. People went out and played. I see kids nowadays, and they're all stuck inside playing video games. When summertime comes and their parents aren't at home, they don't let their kids go out and play. It's sports. Go out and play. Have athletics. Go play some tennis. Play some racquetball. Play some baseball with some friends. You know. And a lot of these things are really only seen around holidays, events, things like that. But I can tell you what, if you work for a company, chances are your company has some sort of athletic team to it, and they play other companies. It might be like a softball league. It may just be a flag football league or a soccer league. It might be something. But you know what? Get active, get involved, and go with it, and go find out. If there isn't, I'm pretty sure you can find 10 people and you can make a team and go find another company that has a team and go play. You could practice once, twice a week and do it like that. But you know what? It's not exercise. It's physical activity. All right? So if you make that shift from thinking, well, do I want to wake up and exercise? Maybe not. You're going to be a little bit bored. You probably won't want to do it. If you wake up and you think, you know what? I'm going to have some activity today. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to move myself. I'm going to go around and everything. All right. Oh, and then one thing I forgot to mention. I would like everybody just to stand up. Thank you. Oh. All right. We're just going to stand while I talk about exercise. Simple as that. Because y'all don't know, but right now you're being active. When you sit down, you're not active. It's like, if you have your metabolism, right? It's like there's an off switch, and you just turn it off every time you sit down. It's like hitting the off switch. Every time you stand up, whoop, you turn it right back on. Your body has force from the ground, and we have to use a bunch of muscles to stabilize our body and just to stand. Because we have gravity that's pulling us down, and we just want to fall and lie on the floor. But we're being active right now and just standing up. So let's go ahead and stand. It's only going to be 15 minutes. Shouldn't be too hard. All right. One of the other things that there is exercise. A lot of people think I need a gym membership. You know, I haven't been exercising because I don't have a gym to go to, nothing like that. You know, I don't have any friends to do it with, this or that. I don't have time. There's all these excuses. There's millions of excuses for it. One of the things is